Houston, Texas, today at NRG Stadium, as we're going to find out who will go home as champions of the Kinder's Texas Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. He'll start the return inside his 5. Makes a move. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Utah Utes offense will get the first swing of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Going to try to get it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. And the Utes will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So LSU's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Rides the back on the option to give. Got the first down and more. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Taking that all the way, but they stop him at the 7.
Man, the option can be a real pain in the butt to defend, particularly when you get outside and you're playing quarterback and pitch at the same time.
How many option teams did you face back in the day?
Well, we saw several, and I hated it every single week because those cut blocks came ad nauseum, and you're just trying to protect your dang knees.
So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. And they'll race it to the house. Touchdown, LSU! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
We may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. He leaves it with his back. At the 35, he's got room. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Under fire. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually. They're already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Rushes on him. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
That's why, as a defense, it's so important to win early downs. You win first and second down, you set up third and long. Now you can pin your ears back and get after the QB.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He gets a block. Touchdown, LSU! Special teams proving to be special. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
The Utes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Wilson will throw. Looking to the big tight end. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. And here comes the punt team. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Off the play fake on first down. Fires one high and deep. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
He'll pull it on the read. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
The give to the back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Makes a diving grab along the right sideline.
And that has got to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no way the receiver should have been allowed to be that open deep down the field. Somebody on defense blew their assignment.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake, you huddle the guys up, sudden change, be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he got enough for the first down, but he put the hit stick upside his head.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Oh, he got loose. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to...
Turning it on! What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Let's it fly. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He'll keep it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. First play of the period, 1st down here. On the ground, it's Berry. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Gets rid of it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Snags it on the right. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating.
Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Trying to find that physicality. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really would.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Now on second down. Back to pass. Going deep. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. So the big gain all... Not brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. They'll line up for a second down play. To the air, it's Van Buren. Makes the catch, it's Watkins. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Making side adjustments here. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And, guys, they've come through on the first 2 third-down tries. This one might be a little tougher. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the middle. Got his man to the left. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Motion from the back. Looking downfield on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The Utes want to crank the tempo. Back to pass on second down. Quickly to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Holding. Offense.
A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Now on third down for this offense. From the gun, one throws to the tight end. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Utes will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here. This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's difficult to contain athletic quarterbacks, but man, when everybody plays their assignment, it's a beautiful thing. I understand I got to take away this. I got to keep my eyes on the quarterback, make sure he doesn't pull that football. They weren't fooled.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense trying to take it back. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle.
Winning the turnover battle is so important, and you got to make these turnovers convert into points. They get the fumble recovery. Yeah, they didn't get a touchdown, but they're still able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding them to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Look out, he's got room. Got the first down and more. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time they attacked the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They've built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Grabbed in the middle, it's Galladay. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Makes the quick grab. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. The Utes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. On the run, it's Ford. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. When you've already set your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Punt is on its way. Now on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to escape and get it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking for a man, it's Van Buren. Fires deep toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And that one's going to be incomplete. He was throwing for the touchdown, but just couldn't get the foot down in bounds. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. While that first half certainly wasn't what they had in mind, maybe a big comeback is in the offing here in bowl season.
Yeah, I think that's a nice way of saying they were awful in the first half. They were terrible. Bowl games, you wonder about motivation. One thing I know, they were clearly not motivated, Palmer.
No, they didn't look focused at all in that first half, David, but this is a team that has a ton of talent. If they can put it here together in the second half, they can close the season out with an exclamation point.
Using the quick game. Turns it on in midfield. Good pick up there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. And the Utes are in the hurry up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
He's got an open man. Makes the grab, and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. The Utes will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Open space at the 25. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Quarterback on the keeper. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utah! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Splits the uprights. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. Running to Green. Got the first down. Looking for more. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. To the air. It's Van Buren. He lets one fly deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, these two have linked up for multiple touchdowns in this game. They had the look they liked. They were licking their chops, taking a shot down the field. We haven't seen too many incompletions when these guys have been trying to play throw and catch.
He'll take another shot here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Utes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Kick is in the air. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
The give to the back. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit...
Oh, he's got some space. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Wants to go up top on first down. Bringing the heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic, guys that get after the quarterback, LSU, they typically have a lot of those guys. That's a really fun...
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Got it inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. The Utes are moving quickly down the field.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
And the quarterback brought up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds. Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll try to pass their way in. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here.
27, Utah, 13.
And to christen this 4th quarter, they'll try to hang a 3 on the board. They're on the left hash. He'll have no trouble with the distance, but that angle may give him an issue. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Are forced to settle for the field goal. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. will dive into the playbook here on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They go to the ground. Past the first down marker and still running. Oh, there's an alley to the left. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board.
16.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
The name of the game is protecting your quarterback. He can't have success or complete passes on his back. Let's get the quick passing game going, maybe hand the football off. But whatever we're doing, let's go the opposite direction.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score. David, see if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a fourth down. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Looking to throw on first down. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. And the Utes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wilson to pass. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
Finding open areas. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Pocket breaking down. They got him for the sack and now got the ball back after the fourth down stop.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Tigers have pushed it inside the 20. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Fires into the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And that's why a lot of kids want to play for this coach, because they know that when they get into games, even if it's late, coach is going to let them go play ball, go have fun, take shots and try to come up with big plays.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
He's not afraid to go deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Defense way over-eager there, and now the entire playbook just opens up before the eyes of this offensive coordinator. Much more manageable situation for this offense after the penalty at 2nd and 6. Caught in the backfield. It's Galladay. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And he's done everything for this offense today, running the football, so much so that he's now got 98 yards rushing. We're in the fourth quarter. One more carry, and this guy could eclipse the 100-yard mark.
It's a reverse. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections, but the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead, and a lot of times for a loss, and put the offense in a bind.
They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. It's a fumble. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Tigers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Fighting for the end zone, and he dropped it. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Yeah, and you run a play that's conservative. You want to hand the football over and you think nothing bad's going to happen. And, man, if he doesn't just cough it up, terrible timing. You get inside that 5-yard line ready to make a play, score some points, and instead the defense recovers the football.
Nothing the receiver could have done on that play, guys. Not especially in the quick game.
They'll try the run. He's loose at the 15. He's now up to 70 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. To the ground. He's got it again. Crosses the 30. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. The Utes with the 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Ford. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And the Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Utes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Floating away.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Ford. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring it.
Going for it all. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the deep ball.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down, say to go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion.
And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. The rankings, the odds makers, everything indicated that these guys had a big hill to climb. But they climbed it, they got to the top, and they get a landmark win.
And we know coaching staffs always do a great job trying to motivate their own guys and get them ready to play a ranked opponent. But David, to me, it looked like this team just wanted it more. They came out, they were the more physical team, and they did what they had to do at the end of the day to get this win.
Yeah, and how do you gain respect? You want respect, you talk about our team's a really good team. You want to build on that? You beat good teams. That's what you do. You beat ranked teams that people think a lot of. This team pulls off the ranked upset, and guess what? Now what happens? You start to maybe find your team in the ranked spot.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, thanking our entire crew and thanking you for being with us for another presentation of EA Sports College Football. We'll see you next season.